Welcome to the Memory and History channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on more videos like this one.
1 month after D-Day, two 147th Infantry soldiers use a flamethrower clearing a tunnel position on Iwo Jima in 1945. Hundreds of Japanese soldiers remained underground after Marines withdrew. Tank crew from the 13th Armored Regiment, 1st Armored Division, takes a lunch break in Italy circa 1944. These brief respites provided essential rest from combat's intensity. Simple meals and camaraderie sustained soldiers through the brutal Italian campaign's difficult mountain warfare. Jazz player Bob McNeely drives his audience crazy circa 1950. His electrifying performance captured jazz music's raw, emotional power. Live jazz shows created transcendent experiences where musicians and audiences connected intensely. Hitler attends Kurt Eisner's funeral in Munich, 1919. Eisner was a Jewish socialist revolutionary and minister-president of Bavaria. This photograph captures Hitler before his rise to power. The ironic attendance foreshadows his later anti-Semitism and violent opposition to socialism and communism. The old stone house at Manassas National Battlefield Park, photographed in 1862 and now. This historic structure witnessed brutal Civil War fighting. The comparison demonstrates architectural preservation, maintaining historical connections. The building survived war's devastation. The funeral of Empress Elizabeth of Austria-Hungary after her assassination by Italian anarchist Luigi Licini in Geneva, Vienna circa 1898. This shocking murder devastated the Habsburg monarchy. The elaborate funeral ceremony reflected imperial grandeur and mourned the beloved empress's tragic death. Italian Arditi officers from the 12th Shock Battalion photographed in 1918. These elite assault troops pioneered modern close-quarters combat tactics. The feared Arditi led dangerous attacks on enemy trenches. Their aggressive methods influenced future special forces worldwide and terrorized opponents throughout World War I. A lady rides an ostrich at a California farm circa 1900s. Apparently, this was quite the fad at the time. Ostrich farming boomed during the feather fashion craze. These unusual mounts provided entertainment and demonstrated the exotic livestock industry's brief popularity nationwide. Leapwood Elementary School in Los Angeles, California, photographed in 1970. Considered a perfectly integrated school at the time, an example for others. This institution demonstrated successful school integration amid civil rights struggles. The diverse student body represented progress toward educational equality. A man holds up a dead emu for the camera during the Emu War on November 25, 1932 in Western Australia. Military forces deployed machine guns against crop-destroying emus. The birds won. This embarrassing campaign failed despite military intervention attempting to control wildlife. Members of the International Commission visit the first Cadden exhibition prepared by Nazi German Security Service SD officers in 1943. This propaganda display blamed Soviets for massacring Polish officers. The Nazis exploited the Soviet atrocity for political purposes despite committing worse crimes. Execution of a German spy in France during 1914. Military justice swiftly dealt with captured enemy agents during wartime. Espionage carried death penalties in all nations. This grim photograph documents the brutal reality of intelligence warfare and counterintelligence operations during World War I. Nikola Tesla sits in his laboratory with his magnifying transmitter in 1899. This revolutionary device demonstrated wireless electricity transmission potential. Tesla's brilliant but eccentric experiments pushed technological boundaries. His visionary work laid foundations for modern wireless communications. A lone South African communist in the street calls on police cavalrymen to shoot him during the communist white supremacist Rand Revolt's early stages in South Africa, 1922. This defiant gesture captured revolutionary desperation. The violent uprising shook South Africa's mining industry and government. Harry Powers, the The butcher of Clarksburg stands in jail after confessing to murdering 5 people, including a mother and her 3 children ages 10 to 14 in 1931. Police claimed his bruises came from falling upstairs, clearly from beatings during custody. The 3 Degrees with Cyril Regis, pioneering black footballers for West Bromwich Albion in the late 1970s. They broke racial barriers and stereotypes in English football. Their legacy is honored with a statue showcasing their sport impact. Celebration in Córdoba province for Juan Domingo Perón's fall in 1955. This military coup overthrew the controversial president. Argentina erupted in both celebration and protest. The Liberation Revolution divided the nation politically for decades. Perón's removal marked a turbulent political transition. A driverless Volvo PV544 crashes into docked submarine HSWMS Bavern in Lyskill, Sweden on August 19, 1961. This bizarre accident demonstrates runaway vehicle dangers. The unmanned car somehow rolled into the naval vessel. The unusual incident. Newsboy Club in Boston photographed by Lewis Hine in October 1909. These young boys sold newspapers for meager income on city streets. Hine documented child labor exploitation, advocating for protective legislation. His powerful photographs expose harsh working conditions children endured daily nationwide. It's not possible to take such a photograph anymore, as outside buildings block the sun rays. Grand Central, New York City, 1929. This magical image captured sunlight streaming through terminal windows beautifully. Modern skyscrapers ended this natural phenomenon forever, transforming Manhattan's architectural landscape. Roland Conkling's gas-slash electric motor bus on a trip from San Francisco to New York City in 1915. This pioneering cross-country journey demonstrated long-distance motor travel's feasibility. Early buses revolutionized public transportation despite reliability challenges. German delegates leave Hombières to meet Marshal Foch on November 8, 1918. These representatives would negotiate World War I's armistice, ending 4 years of devastating warfare. The meeting resulted in Germany's surrender 3 days later. This historic moment preceded peace after unprecedented global conflict. A woman in famine-stricken Hunan province, China photographed in 1943. This devastating famine killed millions during World War II's chaos. Japanese occupation, drought, and government failures created catastrophic conditions. The woman's suffering represents countless victims of this preventable human tragedy and wartime devastation. Some of 300 to 500 people who tried lynching a black teenager charged with raping a 14-year-old girl in Shelbyville, 1934. Tennessee National Guard troops shot and stabbed dozens of attackers, killing 4 after tear gas proved ineffective stopping the mob. The Edmund Fitzgerald being launched on June 7, 1958 in Detroit, Michigan. This Great Lakes freighter became legendary after sinking in Lake Superior in 1975, killing all 29 crew members. Gordon Lightfoot's haunting song immortalized a tragedy and lost sailors forever. A Sikh soldier holds a captured German flag after Axis forces surrender in Italy during May 1945. Indian troops fought courageously throughout the Italian campaign under British command. This victory moment represents colonial soldiers' significant contributions to defeating fascism despite facing discrimination. A former Imperial Japanese Army Type 1 Hoha half-track modified by Tokyo's Metropolitan Cleaning Agency as a garbage truck in October 1946. Post-war Japan repurposed military equipment for civilian needs. This practical conversion demonstrated resourcefulness during Reconstruction and demilitarization. The legendary Booker Taliaferro Washington was a pioneering African-American educator, author, and presidential advisor. He founded Tuskegee Institute and advocated for black economic advancement through education and entrepreneurship. Washington's leadership influenced African-American progress despite controversy over his accommodationist approach. In the 1920s, a flapper fad involved hand-painting knees with decorative designs. Rising hemlines exposed knees, inspiring creative fashion statements. This Jazz Age trend represented women's liberation, rebellion against Victorian modesty, and playful self-expression through body art and cosmetics. In 1962, puppeteers Bill and Cora Baird toured India, performing alongside a culture with one of Earth's oldest puppet traditions. These photographs document that trip, showing cross-cultural artistic exchange and traditional puppetry's universal appeal. November 11, 1918, the armistice ended World War I fighting on land, sea, and air between Allies and Germany. In most countries, Remembrance Day is observed commemorating First World War hostilities' end. This historic moment brought peace after 4 devastating years of unprecedented global warfare. A Turkish fisherman returns home to his family with a large catch during the 1930s. This photograph documents traditional Mediterranean fishing life and maritime communities. The successful catch represented economic security and sustenance. Fishing sustained countless coastal families throughout Turkey's diverse regions and cultures. A group of Italian Arditi from an unknown shock battalion, probably the XXVI, photographed in 1918. These elite assault troops pioneered modern close-quarters combat tactics. The feared Arditi led dangerous attacks on enemy trenches throughout World War I with aggressive, innovative methods. On November 12, 1925, the 200-year-old Norwalk Hotel would be demolished, making way for a new 4-story hotel by Abraham and Lewis Harris. Once a popular convention venue, its removal marked significant change to the town. Progress often destroyed historical buildings. Dolly Parton photographed backstage at the Grand Ole Opry by David Montgomery during the 1970s. The country music legend was building her career at Nashville's most iconic venue. Parton's talent, charisma, and distinctive style would make her an international superstar. Flora Sandys, the British female World War I veteran, plays chess with Serbian soldiers on the Salonika front during 1916-17. This remarkable woman served as a combat soldier, a rarity for the era. Sandys earned military honors, fighting alongside men in brutal Balkan campaigns. A Pashtun man in Kabul City's bazaar, Afghanistan, photographed in 1953. His traditional clothing represents Afghan tribal culture before decades of devastating war. This peaceful scene preceded conflicts that would transform Afghanistan forever, destroying much traditional life and countless communities throughout the nation. A Union Army veteran shakes hands with Confederate veteran at the Gettysburg Reunion, Pennsylvania, circa 1913. 50 years after the bloody battle, former enemies reconciled. This powerful moment symbolizes healing and national unity. The elderly soldiers transcended past hatreds through forgiveness. Sophia Loren and Peter Finch star in Judith from 1966. This dramatic film showcased international cinema's glamour and sophistication. Loren's legendary beauty and acting talent made her a global icon. The movie represented 1960s filmmaking's ambitious storytelling and star power completely. More images showing Black Americans partying through history. Despite facing systemic racism and oppression, African Americans maintained vibrant social lives and cultural traditions. These joyful photographs document resilience, community, celebration, and the human spirit's triumph over adversity throughout challenging eras nationwide. A German rabbi holds religious service for Jewish Russian prisoners of war. This compassionate act provided spiritual comfort to captured soldiers. Despite wartime divisions, religious leaders often transcended national boundaries, offering humanitarian support. Faith provided solace amid war's brutality and captivity's hardships. A gentleman in a cycle car with his wife and children secured in front circa 1910. These early vehicles offered affordable motorized transportation. Minimal safety features made riding dangerous by modern standards. The photograph documents early automotive culture and families embracing new transportation technology. Ukrainian nationalists parade through Stanislaw, now Ivano-Frankivsk, streets honoring German Governor General Hans Frank's visit in October 1941. Some Ukrainians initially welcomed Germans as liberators from Soviet oppression. This collaboration proved disastrous as Nazi brutality. Bette Davis photographed in 1934 during her Hollywood rise to stardom. The legendary actress would dominate cinema for decades with powerful performances. Davis's talent, intensity, and distinctive appearance made her one of cinema's most iconic and respected actresses throughout Hollywood's golden age. Green Beret Captain Richard Flaherty, standing 4 feet 9 inches and weighing 97 pounds, stand beside 6'6" private first class Nips in 1971. This remarkable height difference among soldiers demonstrates military diversity. Flaherty's small stature didn't prevent his distinguished service and leadership. Did you know that King Ahmose and King Ramses II sarcophagi were discovered by a goat? I'm going to tell you the whole story. This intriguing archaeological discovery involved an animal accidentally leading researchers to hidden royal tombs. Ancient Egyptian treasures emerged unexpectedly. A ferry albacore MK I photographed in 1943. This British torpedo bomber served throughout World War II's naval campaigns. The biplane attacked Axis shipping despite being outdated. RAF Coastal Command flew dangerous missions, protecting convoys and attacking enemy vessels across Mediterranean and Atlantic waters. Bulgarian communist Georgy Dimitrov asks Hermann Göring, with back to camera, during the Reichstag fire trial session on November 4, 1933. "You're probably afraid of my questions, Mr. Prime Minister?" This defiant confrontation embarrassed the Nazis. Dimitrov's courage exposed trial's political nature. On this day in 1918, World War I ended after 4 years of trench warfare, leaving an estimated 40 million dead. See photos from the war to end all wars. This historic armistice brought peace after unprecedented global conflict. The devastation reshaped world politics forever. The first web conference at CERN in May 1994 with the main auditorium packed. This groundbreaking event marked the Internet's public emergence. CERN, where the World Wide Web was invented, hosted this historic gathering. The conference demonstrated the web's revolutionary potential, transforming global communication. What Christmas looked like 100 years ago. These vintage photographs capture holiday traditions from the 1920s. Simpler decorations, different fashions, and family gatherings reflected the era's values. Kriegsmarine's U 181 docks at Swettenham Pier in Penang, Malaya on August 8, 1944. German U-boats operated from Japanese bases in Southeast Asia, conducting long-range patrols. These submarines threatened Allied shipping across the Indian Ocean. The partnership demonstrated Axis cooperation despite geographic separation. A lone South African communist in the street calls on police cavalrymen to shoot him during the communist white supremacist Rand revolt's early stages in 1922, South Africa. This defiant gesture captured revolutionary desperation and political turmoil. The violent uprising temporarily paralyzed Johannesburg's mining industry. A Soviet partisan armed to the teeth photographed in 1943. These resistance fighters operated behind German lines, disrupting Nazi supply chains and communications. Partisans endured brutal conditions fighting occupation throughout Eastern Europe. Graciela Iturbide's Novia Muerte, Dead Bride, from Chalma, Mexico in 1986. This haunting photograph explores Mexican cultural attitudes toward death. Iturbide's powerful imagery documents traditions and rituals blending indigenous beliefs with Catholicism. Unemployed men wearing signs offering to work for $1 weekly demonstrate in Times Square on November 8, 1930. Their chest signs show their professions. This desperate scene captures the Great Depression's devastating unemployment. Skilled workers face humiliating poverty seeking any available work. Girl Scouts set Memorial Day flags on graves at Andersonville National Cemetery in Sumner County, Georgia circa 1970s. This Confederate prison camp witnessed horrific conditions, killing thousands of Union soldiers. Young scouts honor fallen soldiers, regardless of which side they fought for during the Civil War. Inventor Thomas Edison and assistant George Meister posed in his electric Studebaker runabout in West Orange, New Jersey, 1909. Edison championed electric vehicles despite their limited range. His innovative spirit explored numerous technologies. Peter Kemp serves as a Spanish Legion volunteer during the Spanish Civil War in the late 1930s. Later published in his memoir, Mine Were Trouble, this British volunteer fought for Franco's nationalists. Foreign fighters joined both sides in Spain's devastating ideological conflict. Photos from Florida Normal and Industrial College bulletins in St. Augustine. Florida during the 1940s to 1950s. This historically black institution provided essential education during segregation. African American colleges maintained academic excellence despite limited resources. On November 10, 1898, the white supremacist Wilmington coup and massacre occurred in the United States. Pictured, white townspeople posed before remains of a black-owned newspaper. This violent overthrow of democratically elected government killed dozens. The coup destroyed black political power in North Carolina. Arlene Gottfried photographed a Kiss fan at the Halloween parade in West Village in 1978. This image captures New York's vibrant music and counterculture scene. Kiss fans' elaborate makeup and costumes demonstrated rock music's theatrical influence. Gottfried documented authentic urban culture and self-expression beautifully.